Can you talk about your practice and how you work with the doctor and that dynamic?
Mm-hmm. So what I do out of university teaching is I work at Townsville Suburban Medical Practice with a general practitioner, and I have two main doctors that I work with, which is, or they act as my supervising doctors, although they're not there on the spot supervising what I do, because we do have a very good relationship, work relationship. And my scope of practice obviously falls under what they allow me to do. So I do mainly annual health assessments for the over 75 age population, where, you know, we don't just talk about their medical conditions, we talk about, you know, whether they've got enough support at home, do they need more support, you know, and they, you know, their daily living things, and there's ways that us as health professionals can help them in that way.
Now we're in trouble.
This is Adam. This is Adam. This is Bob.
Nice to meet you.
So he's just doing a little bit of a documentary about PAs in Australia, and I just quickly told him that you sat in my office the one day and we had that heartbeat going. Indeed, so I told him a little bit about that. So I don't know whether you want to give him some feedback about my skills and capabilities. Would you like to say something about the PA? I'm putting you on the spot now.
Oh, if I can do it without embarrassing you. Well, I've watched the PAs, the current PAs come up almost from day one of their education and their training from here. I've watched them happen, and by coincidence Judy was one of them, and fairly recently, 12 months ago
or
thereabouts,
about 12 months ago,
I went to my doctor, my own doctor, for a routine checkup. Judith did the honours on it, and during examination found that I had a problem, and as a result of that my doctor then sent me out to the specialist at the hospital, and the end result was I spent a week in hospital until they fixed what the problem was, and it was Judy's skills and foresight that got me in that situation. So I'm happy to say that I've seen from the very green brand new student right through to the qualified professional, and actually seen her work too, which was excellent.
That's good.
So I owe her a lot.
Okay. You're the best, Bob.
Had trouble finding placements. Can you talk about from that when you first started to how you got here?
I went back and was a paramedic for 5 years, waiting, hoping, and eventually one of the JCU students did a placement through here in ED, and once again a doctor who had great foresight went, oh hell, I can see how this would work, and he got some funding for a trial, and there was started with 3 of us. I was lucky enough to be one of those 3, and we're here.
So what is your responsibility like in your relationship with the doctor?
Very close, and what they want us to do is that group of patients, I mean the one that comes in cardiac arrest gets seen, there's no two ways about that, but it's the little old lady that it's not picked up that they're getting unwell, or even the person in the waiting room that you read the little story in the triage and go, whoa, they shouldn't be sitting in the and try and suck them through, to make sure those people don't get missed and get treated appropriately. And patients tend to like you. On the acute side, they keep coming back. They go, oh, you're the one? Yeah, can you put my cannula in and stuff? Because they know we're pretty good at that. And we're starting to, like I do ultrasound guided cannulas, which not everyone does. So the patient we saw that I said hi to out the front there, she's a difficult patient with difficult veins, so she wants me to put a cannula in when I'm here. So
that's like the IV, or?
Yeah. Oh yeah, IV, yep, IV cannulation.